again. I know it was some patches and updates and stuff that may have switched some stuff around when it comes to early game farming. So I'm gonna show each location that I farm. Mostly is in Act 1. Didn't find too many in Act 2 and 3. Basically, it's going to be the same farm location, whether you're starting off New Tune or you make it to Cruelty, Act 1. The only thing is, once you go to Cruelty, it increased the gold that you sell your gear for. It increased the type of gear you get as far as trash gear and really good gear. And the way this farm is going to work is mainly using the rare loot boxes or loot crates that come. So sometimes when you start off, you may have you may get a chance to get a loot box to spawn in your first instance. Don't matter if it's a rare box or a magic box when you're starting off and you really need some type of gear, you don't have to go. This will be the best farm. So like I say, Act 1, as soon as you get over here, it should be some loot boxes.
I can't yet.
Or wherever you see a loot box, you can continue to respawn it in over and over again. It does get funky. Sometimes it will move around, but majority of the times, if you do find a rare box in a really good spot, 9 out of 10 times it's going to stay there, and you can just keep looting it. So this is just normal stuff right here, which that skill jump continues to drop for some reason. All right, so we got a loot box right here. We're gonna show you early game farming. So we're gonna keep this box here. See what drops out. Now let me kill her. And I'm gonna respawn at this checkpoint. Sometimes it's another box up here. Sometimes you can get a rare box. If you get a rare box, that's beautiful, but if not, it's cool. It's just if you're trying to get some type of gear or getting a little bit of gold to try to get what you need. So you just respawn at the checkpoint. This time the box moved. You see last time it was here, then it moved here. We can open it up again and we can hit respawn and we can spawn in it. So this is the same concept you're gonna use when it comes to farming and stuff. So again, it moved again, it came here. And you can just keep farming as long as you want to get gear, get some decent weapons where you don't have to spend gold and it just drops. So now the box is not over here. Like I said, this is one of those occasions where the box will just go just to be anywhere. So that's just for starting off if you need to get some type of gear. Second zone, not so much, but now I'm gonna show the main zones where you would really get the rare boxes. So you get the cemetery. Cemetery sometimes will spawn one in. I think since then they might have patched it. I haven't seen one there yet, but between these two here, once you get to the cemetery, no matter which one it is, they're known to spawn in a rare loot box. It don't matter if you have rarity on or not. If you put some on, it just helps with, increasing your drop rate a little bit. So the main thing with this strategy is finding a loot box that's very close to a checkpoint.
I'm not ready.
So you see we haven't got one here. So normally you just go around. You don't want to go too far from the checkpoint because then it'd still be viable to use it, but it's just being more efficient. So we don't have one. We're going to spawn back. And we're going to basically rotate the zone. So like a new zone. So all you do is come here, hold it on your button or whatever you need to push to get a new instance. Hit new instance, and it's going to change the map. So we still haven't gotten one that was fairly close. So, but all of these have got a chance to spawn in the loot box. So we got one here. We don't have another one. We got some crap in here. So this is a no-go, this one. But this is all, each one of these will spawn one in. It's just a matter of how many times to create a new instance and trying to get that loot box close as possible to your checkpoint. So we got one here. Imagine if this one was a rare loot box. This can be one that we could have looted up. But it's between one of these is a really good one. This one, I don't think this one is it. Let's go to the next one. I think this is the one I normally get. It's either to the left or to the right, but you're guaranteed to have at least one. And like I said, sometimes it'll be very sweet to where it's just right next to the checkpoint. Or maybe not too far away, but enough that it'll be like maybe 1 minute of run. All right, this is not it. Yeah, this is not the one, so I'm gonna respawn. Hold up, you know what? This is one. Let me see if I can find them. But it's one with a checkpoint. I'm gonna take the time and look for it real quick. But it has a checkpoint that would sometimes either it'll spawn in the beginning or it'll spawn next to right next to a checkpoint.
I need more
so it's where you get your other support gem. Alright, so this is the boss. This is not it. We're gonna come back and we're gonna go the other direction. And maybe we'll get lucky and I get it on the first spawn. Alright, so sometimes it will spawn near this. So what I was doing was, if you don't see it in the beginning part, you may get one next to here that is super close. So we're gonna go back and do a new instance. Sometimes you'll spawn in and the loot box will be right to the left of the doorway. So you could just farm the shit out of that. So here we go. We got another one again. Let's see if they switched it around for us. Alright, we didn't get a box.
I need more time.
So I'm gonna look for the box I was speaking of. Alright, so we got this one here. The box is not here, but we're gonna check upwards. But it's normally a box really. Alright, here we go. We got it. So, oh wow. So this is one of the boxes. That's what I was saying by the actual zone over here where you get your support gem. Sometimes it'll be right next to it. It could be in the room across right here. Sometimes this will be a room and you have a box in here, but as you can see, I'll show. Basically what I'm doing as well in the video is all the rare stuff I get, I'm putting it in my stash to sell very cheap. So I'm gonna go hit respawn. And boom, I spawn right here. And this is a super quick farm. Look at that. So now we talking seconds. Respawn. So this how farm farm do get like this. Farm is another location that spawn it in, but this location I know for sure is a really good one. So I'm gonna stop farming this one. I'm gonna go show one of the other zones. You could do this in Act 1. You could do this in Cruelty. Just look for the box if you don't see it right off the bat. Because you want to search to look for it. And then if you land a spot like what I have now, you want to sit and just farm it. You can get some really good gear to get you through the leveling process. In Cruelty, you get pretty good gold when doing this as well. Like, I think an average of 20 minutes, maybe if that, 15 minutes. I think like 20 minutes though. I was averaging like 100K So even if you're just farming and making an alt, giving them rarity just to spam the mystery merchant to get a chance to get something unique. These will spawn uniques as well. You can get a unique drop. I showed it in one of my other videos. All right, so I'm gonna go put all of this in my stash and identify it. I'm actually gonna, I had it set it for 5 exalts. I'm actually just gonna switch it up to something else. Something that people can be able to afford. So, like I said, I'll put all of this in there. If a player want it, they can get it. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and switch it, and I'm gonna put it at 1 regal. I really want to get these. I heard these are new that's dropping. I haven't seen them yet, but these are definitely new. So I'm gonna put a regal orb down, save it. I know a lot of this stuff may be worth more, but players should be able to get regal orbs. And like I said, I don't know what type of gear I'm getting, but I'm just putting it in there for people to get. And the only thing about me doing this as well is it's gonna make it so that I can't play the game, because a lot of people are just gonna start to spam message of stuff they want. All right, so I'm done with this location, but as you see, you can farm this to get uniques, gold, gear, weapons, rings, everything, you name it, it'll drop from the box. The other location is the farms. Now this one is 2 good farm locations, locations. One is by the second checkpoint in here, where you get your the guitar to get your extra skill points. Another one is when this spawn, the doorway will be here, but it'll be opposite. These 2 will be spawned here, and then you'll go to the left to go and collect it. And sometimes this will be unlocked, and you can just go straight up and hit the box. So I'm actually going to see if this is. I know this is not one, but sometimes the box will spawn right here as well. Sometimes, all right, so here's the checkpoint. Sometimes it will spawn right in between these 2. So I'm gonna check everywhere to make sure. It's not down here. We'll try the other end. Sometimes it will spawn a rare box in here. You can refresh it, see if it spawned like it. But sometimes it will spawn a rare box in there, but that rare box won't stay there. So as you can see, it just moved. So I'm gonna go back down this end and check.
I'm not ready.
Because you have 2 right here that you can open up.
Charge.
All right, let's try down here.
I'm not ready.
And I don't like to do this one too much, because it haven't been spawning as often, but it will spawn. And it just sucks the amount of time you got to keep doing it just to get it to spawn in. So I'm going to do it 2 more times. If I don't get it to spawn in, then I'm going to go into the next one. But this is the other zone where it will spawn in. And the best map rotation you would have is when the checkpoint and your waypoint would be up top, and then you go to the left. So basically, this is exactly what it would look like. But then it would be this, and then it's supposed to be mud, and then it's supposed to be an opening to the right. So there's no opening here. This is not the one.
I can't yet.
I'm gonna try again, because sometimes it's.
I need more time.
Like I said, sometimes it'll be either straight down this way or down the other end. Should have a checkpoint coming up. Yeah. Nope, so it's not here. Try the other side. And again, if you're doing this, you definitely want to always try to get this by a checkpoint, because if not, you just be spending a lot of time unnecessary. Because I mean, yeah, you can get gold from it, but you're not in the early game. You're not gonna get what you really want out of it. You may get 100 per rare piece, but it's mainly just to get you some gear.
I need more time.
All right, it still didn't spawn in. This is just way too far. All right, so I'm gonna call it on this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and show the other one in the next zone. Like between the cemetery and this one, I would say the cemetery, those zones, and the location that I show is more highly for you to get that rare box versus farm. Farm used to be pretty easy to get it. Now the village is another one that's I'm gonna say 50-50 on getting. Same thing, you want to find a checkpoint for the blacksmith box. Sometimes it spawns there, but most of the time when it spawns like this, it's like a little opening close by here that'll spawn in a rare box. All right, this is not the one. This is not it. But we do have one though, so hit respawn. And that's all. You like any map you go to, if you see a box spawn there and you're able to respawn and it's close by a checkpoint, that's what's at. Like right here, right now is not ideal. Let me kill all these guys. There you see it. There we go. Now we got it right there again. It is about the only time I really get decent gear out of these places. So I'll do it one more time, and then just about do it for the video. And those are my main zones for farming to get gear. The vendor, 90% of the time, never have anything good. But you guarantee you're gonna find what you need out of these boxes anyway. But other than that, if y'all enjoyed the video, hit me with a like, thumbs up, comment if this helped you out in any shape or form, and test it out, man. Tell me what you think. Again, I have one of the best headpieces. I recommend people get it. I recommend not spending more than 1 to 2 exalted orbs for it, or 1 to 2 chaos orbs for it. It's 1 to 2 and under. If you see one for 5, don't get it. Don't get it. Other than that, catch y'all in the next video. Peace.